What up? This is another episode of the HellFire Club podcast. I'm Majid,
My name's Arturo.
and this week we didn't really
We didn't really stick to the script so much. Because
Yeah.
on the last episode we said we were gonna go over Evil Dead.
which was your pick,
Yeah.
and somebody was lagging it.
Yeah. And then so
Mister, I have the DVD at the house, so I
Yeah,
can
I
watch it
just-
whenever.
you know what it is too? It's because my DVD player, like I had the PS3 or whatever, but I'm missing one of the wires. So I was like, fuck. But I think
no,
but,
don't try to come
No, I
up with
really
excuses.
But we have a DVD player though. But I think it's in my brother's room, so that's why I'm like, just. But anyways, we seen Fright Night was gonna be on in theaters.
Yeah, in Edwards.
Yeah. So we're like, let's just go watch that, which we did that last night. And then so we're like, we'll just go with that one.
Record with that.
Yeah.
Did we do it? I think we already did a Fright Night, did we not?
What episode?
Yeah.
No, nah.
Okay.
No.
Maybe I just told you about it.
Oh, like you had told me
Yeah.
a few months ago. And by the way, this is Fright Night, the original one. Was that like 1985? I think.
84 maybe.
Is it?
Or was it? No. I think 84 was.
Yeah, it is 1985.
I think 84 is like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, maybe.
Probably. Yeah, so this is
Something I was watching was recently 84.
So we're talking about the original one on this one. Oh yeah, by the way, that the same theater is gonna have on Monday. It's gonna have what was it? Pet Cemetery. It's like a double header. Like it has like Pet Cemetery and I think Dead Zone or something. Is that what? I don't know. Hold on. It's the Dead Zone and Pet Cemetery like a double feature. And then on Tuesday it's gonna have Monster Squad. So I don't know if we just run it back for fun or
Yeah.
whatever. But anyways,
But I mean, it's a good deal because it's like $5.
yeah. These movies are like $5 each. These like they're bringing them back. So except for like the ArcLight and stuff like that. I don't know how much those are.
Yeah, those might be like.
Those are different theaters, but this specific theater we're talking about, that's like close by.
Yeah.
They're showing them for like $5.
ArcLight might be a little bit more. Cause
Yeah,
kinda,
sure.
And also, it's kind of like that. Oh, let's go to ArcLight.
Yeah, it has like the name recognition and stuff. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was cool because we got to see it like on the big screen with the like the big like the surround sound and
With the properness.
the properness. This is the way you want to watch one of these, huh?
Yeah.
So what's it called? And you were like, what'd you say? I'm gonna get a popcorn.
Yeah, nice popcorn and a Coke.
Yeah.
They were big like how they did. They did when like the movie
Yeah.
like just comes out.
We just wanted to feel like we were in the 80s just watching it. And there was like a few people in there. More than I thought. I'd say maybe like, I don't know, 15 to 20.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't like crowded.
No, it
like,
wasn't crowded at all.
You can get like the seat that you kind of wanted.
Yeah. But for a second, I was thinking, are we going to be like the only ones in there? But no, there was I don't know, I'd say about 15 to 20 people total. Just pretty good turnout, I guess.
Have you seen this? You've seen this movie before?
Yeah,
right?
I've seen this one. Only because you had recommended it to me, like.
Oh yeah, this was.
Yeah, this is before we were doing it on the pod.
Yeah, cause I could have sworn like I recommended it.
Yeah, you did.
And for some reason, like you watched it, and I think I watched it.
Yeah, but we just didn't. We
didn't record it.
No, I don't.
It was like we talked about. I think like off.
Yeah.
Off mic, whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of like when we start kind of getting the idea of just doing this, right?
Yeah.
We were just kind of like talking about certain ones, like, oh, have you seen this? No, okay, check this one out, and we just talk about them, and then we'd be like, hey, let's just fucking.
Yeah, you watched it with your girl the first time, right?
Yeah, I saw it over there. She thought it was stupid, but
that 80s.
yeah, it's really
vibe.
80s. Yeah, so, but yeah, it was cool watching in the theaters. You had your Fright Night shirt on.
Yeah.
Fanned out. People were giving you props though.
Yeah, and then that one dude knew like where I got it from.
Yeah, he actually even said like, "Oh, did you get that at Halloween Town?"
Yeah. I mean, like that's like the only
That's like
place around
that's
here.
like the big place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not surprised that somebody watching that movie, like, wouldn't know. Yeah. Oh, I would know. Yeah. So
So what'd you think about it? Like, actual watching it in theaters.
You know what?
Compared to like at the house.
I kind of like this more the second go around, and I don't know if it's because it's like the second go around, so you kind of catch. I don't know. Maybe
you kind of know what you're in for.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you watch something again and it starts kind of growing on you.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's because of that or because it was like the theater experience, which is like the best way to, I guess, to watch a movie, or maybe a combination of both. And also too, the crowd was cool, so it wasn't like there was a lot
you're not gonna get those kids in there,
right? Or anybody being like too loud, or anybody like on their phones, or there was none of that. It was actually solid crowd. Like, yeah. So that whole experience was cool. So yeah, I liked it more this time around than I guess the first. Well, it's not that I didn't like it the first time. It didn't really like resonate on me really much. Like maybe the way I watched it, I guess.
Because I don't think I gave you like any. Like I told you to just go in blind, right? Like, did I give you any like?
No,
warnings?
I don't know. And maybe that's another thing too, is because now I knew what to expect. Yeah. I don't think you did tell me anything. So the first time I was kind of thinking more of like a straight up horror,
horror movie.
But it ended up being like just one of those like teen 80s, like kind of like
the
horror movies.
Like it kind of had like adventure kind of feel. Mm-hmm. But not like adventure as in like Goonie adventure, because that's like straight Spielberg, you know, or like the It kind of kid adventure. But it's
kind of like kids figuring it out for themselves, trying to fight this thing, which is a little bit Lost Boyish kind of, but obviously not as like, I don't think that's not as good as that, obviously, but like kind of like that, where that kind of adventures.
Yeah, it's because it follows like high school kids,
right? Even though they kind of look a little too old.
Yeah.
Especially what's her name in the movie? Amy, which is the chick from Married with Children. Amanda Burrs or Hers or something.
Yeah.
Like her, I was like, she's a little too old to be playing a high school kid. But anyways, yeah, the kid seemed a little younger, but
I think she
Charlie
had
or whatever.
like with, because what's the dude's name? Peter. Is that his name?
That's the vampire.
Yeah, when he was straight cucking Charlie. Like, I mean,
that was Jerry, I think. Peter Vincent's the vampire hunter.
Oh, Peter Vincent's the vampire hunter.
His name was Jerry
Dandridge?
Jerry Dandridge, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too, because like there was kind of like that
weird sexualness
going between her and him. And, like, he even gets her back to the house, and like she gets naked pretty much.
Yeah, like you couldn't have like a legit high school.
Yeah, that's true. They could have done like, I don't know, like maybe like 19, 20-year-old or something. No. I'm saying like, because she looked like she was like 26 or something. Maybe if you'd done like a 20-year-old or something. But I get what you're saying though. I was kind of thinking that too, because I was like, oh, that'd be a little weird, you know.
I mean, even it's still kind of weird, like in the movie where he's like.
Yeah. And the thing is, he has like this weird thing for her because she looks like somebody he used to be with or something.
Yeah, I guess. In like past life, I guess.
Yeah, because
you don't really get into it, but
yeah, they don't explain it. But he has this painting of this, and I think he even says it like, oh, it's somebody I used to know, I used to be with or something. You know, these vampires live forever.
But he had like a bunch of paintings, I think, of her in the same dress. When he got her back to the house,
he gave her that dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is somebody obviously that he used to know. So as soon as he seen her, Amy reminded him of that girl that he used to be with or whatever. And there was like this whole, I don't know, we'll get into that later, I guess. There's this whole like kind of thing he was trying to do with that, right? He was trying to, I don't know, but he like specifically chose her. They were gonna go back together in the coffins and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
So there was more of a point to it than not just trying to like hook up. He was trying to like,
I guess vampire wifer, I guess.
Pretty much, right? And then they were gonna probably go to like
live forever, I guess, together.
Yeah, something. They don't really get into it though, so.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's not even like a subplot because it's like a plot that they don't even really touch at all.
Yeah, which is kind of cool because as soon as you start explaining, then you kind of try to find flaws, or you're like, this is kind of dumb. Like if you just kind of give you just a little gist of it, and then
you'd have to explain so much, like with that whole kind of like whole idea.
Yeah,
it's like, have you seen Terminator Genesis?
Nah, I stopped after 2.
Is it like, because this is like they go back in time, and then when they go back to like the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
It's straight confusing, right? So they're like in the straight crazy future.
Mm-hmm.
They go back to time to the 80s, and then from that time they go into the future to I guess it's 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're trying to like do all these plots in different time periods, and it kind of gets out of control.
Hey, before we go any further, we should do like a quick synopsis. Forgot to yeah. We kind of just jumped right into it. So it's pretty much we got this kid named Charlie and his girlfriend Amy, and based off the opening scene, they're about to hook up, whatever, and then he's like, wait, he sees something outside his window. He sees his next door neighbors, like 2 of them, carrying a coffin into the basement. And then so pretty much from there is when he figures out his neighbor is like there's something going on, and then after that there's these like news kind of stories of people coming up like turning out missing or dead, and then he starts putting 2 and 2 together, and he finds out his neighbor's a vampire. Yeah. Then he physically sees him as a vampire.
Yeah, so it's like the vampire next door.
Pretty much, yeah. So then it's pretty much after he confronts this vampire, then the vampire's like, all right, well now I have to kill you.
Yeah, now it's...
So then the movie's pretty much, how do I stop this vampire, kill this vampire before he kills me? Then he gets his friends involved, and then that's where Amy comes in.
And Evil Ed.
Yeah, Evil Ed, and Peter Vincent, the vampire killer.
Vampire killer?
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much
the gist
of it. One thing I'll say though is that this movie moves kind of slow, like overall.
Yeah.
Like, there's kind of like a lot of down kind of parts. I would say like the most, like the 2 main like parts of it that stick out that is the most action though is like when they're at the club, and then like the very end, the final showdown or whatever. The rest has like some stuff here and there, but it's kind of slow for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, because
it's not like a whole lot going on. Like,
yeah, because what's he doesn't like the vampire doesn't really want to be caught, right?
Right.
So he's like just hiring like prostitutes, I guess, to come to his house.
Jerry Dandridge.
Uh-huh. So like there's like only like a few parts where he's like actually.
Is that what those chicks are? They're prostitutes.
That's what I figured.
Oh, okay.
It's bringing night workers, dude.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I was like, did I miss a part where they like did they say that?
Explain it. No, just because like how they
that one
dressed.
Remember that one chick?
Got out the taxi.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah, it's true. Probably was that.
Yeah. So, but I mean, like the only parts where he like does anything is when he comes like at night to Charlie's room.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like the only real like action that happens, right? For a while.
Mm-hmm. When you see him he like transform. Well, yeah. He comes through but he's still kind of in human form besides like the fangs and the hands. But then once he like attacks Charlie, and Charlie like sticks him with the pencil, which is technically like wood.
Yeah, like a little stake.
Yeah, and it goes through his hand. Then he kind of transforms, which looked kind of cool, like just how he looked.
Yeah, because I mean it's like practical. Everything's like practical effects,
right? And then that's when the mom wakes up, starts knocking, so he kind of books it, he flees.
Yeah. You know what I like? How the mom offered Charlie a Valium? It's like,
What do you mean? What?
because he was like, oh no, just had a bad dream.
Uh-huh.
And then she was like, oh, well, do you want a Valium?
What's that?
It's like a hardcore, like, pill.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, dude,
Uh,
like, I don't know if in the 80s they actually thought, like, Valiums were, like, kind of okay.
uh-huh.
Because I think Valium is, like, what is it? The medical version of, like, heroin?
Maybe back then it wasn't such
It
a
wasn't
big
like
deal.
a-
Maybe before all the
yeah.
research and studies came in, before everyone lives.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there was that part. I'm just gonna talk about scenes that I remember that I
stick
really
out?
that I really liked was also too when Evil Ed was when he gets pretty much taken out by Peter Vincent, and he's kind of like a wolf.
Yeah. Which I don't understand.
I didn't get that because I'm like,
He got bit by a vampire. Like, I thought he should have been like a vampire.
But he was kind of like a werewolf, which is like the opposite. Shouldn't happen.
Yeah, wait, vampires can shapeshift, right?
I don't know. I guess so.
I don't know like
too much of the rules, but I know that there's vampires and then you got werewolves.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. I was like, was he just a wolf, not necessarily a werewolf? But is there like much of a difference? I don't know. But yeah, I thought that was kind of weird too. But what I was gonna say about it though, I liked how they showed him pretty much going from wolf to
human.
Yeah, that whole kind of transition.
Yeah.
Looked kind of cool.
Like, yeah, especially for the time too.
Yeah, I did pretty good. I remember that, so that was pretty cool. Besides, like the ending and all the other ones when he comes in the house and stuff. But yeah, like I said, like the overall pace of it is kind of slow. Like if you want like a lot more going on, I would watch like Lost Boys or something. You know.
Yeah.
But
well, Lost Boys is also slow. It's just Lost Boys, I feel, is more like an adventure kind of movie compared to like horror.
Yeah, it's not.
I have it. Lost Boys, I have like in the same kind of file of like maybe not like kind of like Goonies, but not really Goonies.
Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. Because it's more on the serious tip. It's not so much like funny. But it has like, you know, obviously some funny stuff in it.
Yeah, I mean, it has like vampires, which is like fantasy, right?
Right.
But it's more like, I guess, grounded in real life.
Yeah.
Compared to, I guess, Fright Night.
Yeah, Fright Night was just kind of like, it's
just...
Yeah, you're not supposed to take it serious. Yeah.
And then Dandridge just straight.
I like Dandridge
just
though.
Just a pimp, dude.
Yeah, I like Dandridge just because he's just like
straight
the way he
cool,
carries
dude.
himself. Yeah, he's just cool.
Straight cool.
He's just cool. Yeah, he's cool, and he like from everything from the way he talks to the way he walks to they have him eating the apple.
Yeah.
And then the way he's like fucking with Charlie.
And then how he's like, he went over and was like
talking to his mom, like, and like, that was funny. Because right before that is when they said, "Oh, you can't come in unless you're invited in."
Yeah, like Evil Ed is telling Charlie the rules.
And then it's like very next scene, he's at the house. He's like, "Oh shit!" The mom's like, "I want you to meet somebody."
Yeah.
And
the mom was like all like fell in love with him.
Oh yeah, the mom likes him. The mom digs him.
So she's like, "Oh yeah, come over whenever you want."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh,
yeah."
No, like he was like, "Oh yeah, I will."
And like him and Charlie have in that scene, him and Charlie like know what they're talking about, and the mom and Jerry kind of like
having like a different conversation.
Yeah, so it's like a two-way conversation, which is pretty cool.
And then like when he was walking into the club,
and
like all the girls were like
trying to grab him and stuff. Yeah, it's just like
he was like just straight smooth.
Yeah, he's smooth. And obviously, it's kind of, you know, like how would you say it? I guess this is kind of funny. Like,
Yeah.
they have all these chicks like all like it's like that doesn't really happen in real life, anyways, you know. But and then the other dude was a little weird, his sidekick or whatever.
Oh yeah.
There was kind of like this weird chemistry between them too.
Yeah.
You know?
It was kind of
like homosexual.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you get that vibe. I think that was intentional though.
maybe.
There's
Yeah.
some scenes where I saw it where I was like, okay, I think the director's kind of throwing that in there.
I mean, like when he was like holding on to him, kind of.
Yeah,
it
I
was kind of
remember that.
weird.
And then I remember when he had gotten the pencil through his hand and he was back at home and he was on the phone with them.
Yeah, and then like
And
he was on his knees.
Yeah, but like I remember they even did a specific shot where his head is like right in front of his like crotch. You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like he I think Dandridge like closes the blinds like what he did with the chicks.
Yeah, so there was kind of a little bit of that going on, which you see in other movies too, like more recently, like Scream, you know, like with what's his name, Billy Loomis and the homie
From
Matt Lillard or whatever. That's his name, right? The dude who's in everything, Shaggy, him and the two main killers.
Him and the dude from Kraft.
Yeah, there's kind of a little bit of that in there. But yeah, that sidekick was kind of weird. But he had some funny parts, though. I remember being in the theater kind of laughing a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he was just kind of like, he was loppy, too.
Yeah, he's kind of just like...
And he thought, like, he was trying to be all, like a bodyguard.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks like, dude, come on, dude.
Yeah, like when they all went to the house to kind of... Their intentions were to prove that Jerry wasn't a real vampire.
Yeah.
I remember that. That's when he was kind of...
Yeah, he walked up
sizing
to him.
people
Yeah.
up, and yeah, that's kind of funny. With the holy water, how he just drinks it. But then he gets a little startled by the cross.
Yeah. And I like how Jerry Dandridge,
Mm-hmm.
he was like, oh yeah, you sure?
Mm-hmm.
When like he was about to drink it, he like he had that reservation
Yeah.
of like, I hope these dudes aren't tricking me.
Mm-hmm. Then he drank it, no problem. And then it seemed like he was a human, right? Well, to all the friends, obviously Charlie knew, but to everybody else, they're like, "Oh, see, like they didn't believe him anyways. They didn't believe Charlie anyways that he was that Jerry was a vampire." But to the very end, like to the very end of that scene, I'm saying when they're leaving the house,
And Peter Vincent,
he brings out this mirror.
busts out the mirror.
The mirror, which shows that Jerry has no reflection.
Yeah, everybody else does.
Everybody else has a reflection, except you couldn't see Jerry in the mirror. So he like gets kind of startled and he drops his mirror. And you know, it breaks, and then like the one piece falls on the floor, and he gets like the rest and takes it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, no," and like, let's just get out of here.
Yeah, and he leaves that one piece, and then that's when
they know that Jerry knows that
they know
that Peter and Charlie know he's a vampire now.
And then that's when Evil Ed gets turned.
Yeah, because they're walking her home, right?
Yeah, and he wants to go through the cut through the little
shortcut, or what, through the alley?
Through the alley.
Yeah, Evil Ed. A lot of people, I guess, found him funny in the theater, right?
Yeah.
Just the way he talks, like he's kind of, he is like he's like the clown kind of dude, but just the voice, the actual voice.
Yeah, he has like a very distinct.
Yeah, it's kind of like high pitched, kind of screechy.
Yeah.
Voice, and he's always talking.
And he always laughs.
Yeah, he's always talking. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He's always talking like laughing, not taking much serious. And he gets fucking got in the alley. There
was also like homosexual tension there too,
between Charlie
or between Jerry and Dandridge.
Jerry and Ed.
Yeah, when he was like kind of like,
give my hand. Give me your hand or whatever.
So I think Dandridge doesn't really care, like boy girl.
Yeah, he's just with the shit.
Probably. Yeah, he's been alive for too long. Just probably got tired. Got to switch it up a little bit.
So, but obviously my favorite part was that final showdown, I think, in the house. I guess kind of like Lost Boys has that final showdown in the house too, right?
Yeah.
But I think Lost Boys came out after this, right? 87 or something.
I think so, maybe.
I'll look it up. But it's pretty much Peter and Charlie are there to take out Jerry and his sidekick, and then also save Amy. Pretty much save.
Yeah, because Amy gets turned.
Yeah, Lost Boys is 87.
And also, Peter kind of has to believe in himself. Because remember, like, because they first go in, like when they first go into the house, and he like throws a cross, and then Dandridge was like, "Dude, you have to have faith."
Yeah, because originally
he just crushed it.
Right, because originally Peter didn't even believe in vampires at all. It was all like a hoax. It was like he had a TV show, and he was a vampire killer on TV. That's how he even ties in, because Charlie reached out to him for help, but he didn't believe in none of that.
Yeah,
like, he was
dude, I'm just playing a character.
Yeah, but pretty much after he sees that, you know, he's dealing with the real vampire, then that's where he's like, oh shit, he starts believing.
Yeah, but he doesn't he doesn't believe like
he just
in the tools.
Right. He just believes that he exists, but
he just doesn't know like what to do.
Yeah,
like
he doesn't have.
He has
faith.
like he's doubting himself.
Yeah, he's lacking the techniques, I guess.
Yeah, because Charlie was straight full on believing like everything he saw on the TV shows.
Yeah, he was totally convinced. You know.
And then like when what's it called? When Amy and Evil Ed first go into the room, and it's like all with candles and garlic.
Candles, garlic, and crosses
and
everywhere.
Like, okay, this guy's taking it way too serious.
Yeah, that's when they're like, oh, we got to do something about this.
Yeah, and he's like sharpening wood
steak,
yeah.
He's like, yeah, ready for battle.
I'm gonna stab him in the heart. And then they guys, all right, you know what? Like, let me talk to somebody before you do anything.
Exactly.
Like, let's get you some help real quick.
That was a funny setup. Imagine walking into somebody's room, like one of your friends,
yeah,
and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go fight the vampire." You're gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, you're like, "All right, dude." Something. Like I don't know what you would say.
I don't know what I would totally wouldn't believe him at all either, though.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Wow." I wouldn't. I think they did the right thing. They're like, "Okay, let's call this this quote unquote vampire killer and just get this over with." So. You know, he can snap out of this. Yeah,
vampires don't exist.
Exactly.
And then Amy was like, "Dude, I'll give you." She had like $500,
$500 in her savings or something.
Yeah. All right, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Like right away.
What a sleaze, huh?
Yeah, because he was like, "Oh, well, I have a movie I have to do." She's like, "Oh, well, I'll pay you." Like, "Oh." Like, what are you gonna pay me? It's like, oh, $500. I have $500 saving. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Like, all right, all right, dude.
He's like, let me just show up with this fucking with these kids and just get this over with quick $500. Which I'm sure back then was a little bit more. You know, if you add the inflation or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was funny. So how'd you? When's the last time you saw this before?
It's been a while.
Last time I saw this was probably like back when we were talking about it, which was maybe like, I don't know, I'd say 5-6 months ago, was it?
Yeah, that's probably like the last time I saw it.
Yeah. And like I said, I remember pretty much everything, but there was some stuff that I was like, it kind of didn't, like, you know, it's kind of refreshing, like refresh my memory.
Yeah.
You know, so the second go around really helped.
Like, you didn't know about the Evil Ed in the house ending?
Yeah, like if you would have told me, hey, how does it end? I'd be like, I'd have to think like, I don't really remember how it ended. Like, I know they took him out, but
you don't like remember the ending.
Yeah, until I saw it, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Like, I remember. Fast forward to the very, very end, after he already took out, you know, Jerry, and he looks at the same house which is next door, and he sees these red eyes.
Red eyes, yeah. And then you hear Evil Ed's signature laugh.
Like when I saw the eyes, I was like, wait, well, who's over there? Like, what? And then, yeah, once he started talking and he did the laugh or whatever, then I was like, oh, that's right. I was like, I do remember that it was him. But, like, if you would have asked me, I wouldn't have told you. I couldn't have told you.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was real cool watching this in theaters. You know, after this, that's when we were like, oh, let's just start
watch
watching
these classics in theaters.
Yeah, it was cool.
Like how they were like first shown, right?
Right. Not to say that you can't, you know, get
Enjoy
a good
it.
experience, but it's just wondering how often can you watch one of these in theaters, you know?
Yeah.
So
Especially in theaters, it got that jump scare.
yeah,
Kinda
I got a jump scare once, which
But I think that was like the only jump scare they really had.
yeah, that they really tried.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like, it's one of those like I got you because we weren't really even trying to
Yeah.
scare you. It's just Peter just appeared or something.
Well,
right?
because like,
do you remember what he?
Because he was chasing Evil Ed, and Evil Ed kind of went into like, kind of got stuck in a dead end in the alley, and then that's when all the smoke started coming.
I love the fog in this movie too.
Like all the fog, and then like you're thinking like, oh, he's gonna come like out of the fog, because Dangerous, he's not like a jump scare kind of vampire.
No, he's not.
He's real cool. He's just I'm just walking up to you guys.
Yeah, like effortless. Kinda.
Yeah.
I'm not like putting much effort in.
Like even when he was in the
easy.
closet with when Charlie was in his room, it didn't like pop open the closet.
Yeah.
The closet just opened and he was just walking right behind him.
You just see him in the background, yeah. So it's just kind of one of those because there was kind of like those. It was kind of like a loud noise or whatever.
Yeah.
And like he just pops up
like
and grabs him, and he's just right there, all nonchalant, like just
cool.
And it just got me, you know, because that the theater sound, like, you know, they got those speakers and the surround sound, and I guess I get like I jump easily. but yeah, so that's kind of. I'll just kind of give my thoughts then, I guess, like my overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just get into that. And maybe scores or something. What's it called? So yeah, it's like it's a cool, like, 80s teen like vampire movie, you know. Yeah, and it's different than what was coming out, I guess, at the time.
Yeah, they even said it like in the.
Oh, that's right.
Peter Vincent was like, "No, dude,
my ratings are down." He's like, "My show got canceled.
Nobody wants this anymore."
Yeah, he's like, everybody just wants to see a killer in a ski mask,
a psycho killer in a ski mask, hacking up virgins or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It was funny because that's so
right.
That's what was popular at the time, you know. So this is different, you know, obviously. And you're not going to go watch this if you're trying to watch something scary, you know, obviously.
No, you're watching this.
Yeah.
I think people who watch this know what Fright Night is, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure everybody, like, that's seen it, or... I don't know. I wonder if you're, like, going through... If it was, like, say it was 1999 and you're at the video store and you see this.
Would you watch it?
No, but I'm saying, would you rent it expecting a horror movie, then?
Probably.
That's what I'm saying. It's called Fright Night, and then the house has like the fog.
It's because the cover kind of is like kind of legit.
Exactly. So I'm thinking if you never nobody's ever told you about it, you're just kind of at the video store, you'd probably be like, oh yeah, check this one out.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the people that go to the theater to watch it.
Oh, today? Or, I mean yesterday?
Yeah.
No, I'm sure they knew.
Yeah. Nobody's like sees it like, oh,
yeah.
Wonder what that is.
I don't know. I'm sure everybody knew what they were kind of getting themselves into.
Yeah, I mean,
those are like fans. I feel.
Especially like because you see like the shirts like some of the people were wearing. Like one dude was wearing like an Exorcist shirt.
That's right. Then the people there was like
just two dudes behind.
The two dudes behind us, they're a little older, so they probably saw this legit in the theaters in the 80s, you know.
Yeah. Either that or like grew up on it, you know.
Yeah, they seemed like they were really enjoying themselves, like they were laughing, and it was cool. And then behind them was the people that were talking to you about
Halloween Town.
So everybody's pretty much like fans, like
pretty much like into it.
Yeah, right. So yeah, it was a cool movie. Like I said, I like it a little bit more this time, the second go around. And I mean, I haven't seen the remake though. I don't know how that holds up, but this one holds up. Like, you can still watch it and enjoy it, you know. I mean, I'll say that though. I'll say it is a little slow, like at points sometimes. You know, like I think the average moviegoer might be like I don't know, might think like
I'm trying to think like what recent movie.
I don't remember. I don't really see any more like this kind of tone of a movie anymore that comes out.
Yeah.
That comes out, you know. Because they're either like serious, or they're just like bad, or they're just like horror comedies.
Yeah, because like Annabelle is like jump scare,
like serious tone. I guess it a little bit, but that's a little bit more on the serious side. Like,
yeah, but that's like a straight great movie though.
Yeah,
so.
But
I wish they do more. Like, I wish like now that it did like so great in the box office, I hope they like, all right, dude, if we put some time into like our horror movies, we can get straight great box office.
Because it seemed like that genre is dead. Like as far as the horror movies that are fun, like there's not really any of that. Like the last one was obviously it, but they don't do those anymore.
No.
You know what I mean? Now they're just strictly to try to be scary or like serious. Like I feel there's not like it's like fun horror movies that you just go that you might get like jump scared a few times or stuff like that, but overall you just kind of you have like a fun experience and you want to watch it again. Like I don't, besides it, you know, which I hope maybe it's gonna spark that.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And then there's some that come out and they're like terrible, like, you know, like what? I don't know, like 8-Legged Freaks or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're kind of like, come on.
I watched that kind of recently. That it was, I think, like, you know, they tried to make it a terrible movie.
Yeah, but I never really dug those. Like
what was
make a shit movie on purpose? Like
have you? There's this one movie.
Piranhas and shit.
No. Something, Cardona, Skeleton of Card. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was like black. I think there was like black and white parts in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like, I liked the movie, but it's supposed to be like terrible movie. Yeah. Like they're terrible acting on purpose, you know.
Yeah. It's like Sharknado or something.
No. This is like obvious of.
Well, those ones are like kind of just over the top. They suck. They just make them because it's like funny.
Yeah, no, but
I've never seen this movie that you're talking
I'll
about.
show you the trailer, dude. It's like, okay, you guys, it's 100% you're trying to be terrible.
They're just trolling?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. But back to this though. But if I had to score this one though, I'd give it like a 79, 78. I think the first go around I would have gave it like a 73 or something, 74. Like it was like kind of average, but this is kind of, it's almost in the, mind you, I'm kind of going by like school grading scale.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's almost a B. But I just don't want to put it in that category yet. But I mean, it's cool. It's fun, like to throw on right now, like for October. Like you said, I saw it that it was on theaters. I was like, oh yeah, let's go watch it. You know.
Yeah.
But if I had to grade it like overall, like if I was like impressed by like the writing or anything like that, like obviously, it's not that type of movie, I guess. But it's still a good movie. So I'd give it like a 70. 78.
When I was watching it, I was like, dude, like go to like dress up for Halloween as Dandridge.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, people probably would have no idea who I am.
No. You know who Dandridge looks like though? That actor, he looks like Mark Ruffalo. His name is like, let me see, I forgot. I remember his real name is Chris Sarandon. But he looks like Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, kind of.
I remember seeing a side by like I remember after that, I I was like, I typed their names together and I saw like a side by side, and I was like, dude, they look so much alike. Watch, I'll show you right now.
But my score, I'd give it. I mean, I'm kind of.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know, those just look alike.
Straight. That's the father.
Yeah, it looks so much alike. It's like, which one's which?
Yeah, but obviously my score, I'm a little biased because I kind of like this movie a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
This movie a lot. By the way, as soon as I saw that this was out there, I first thing I did was text you, and I was like,
yeah.
And I kind of knew you were going to be down, you know? But go ahead. Because I knew like this was your shit.
Like, I don't want to be too over the top.
just go ahead. Just go with it.
Okay, I'm gonna say 87, but not like. I wouldn't say shining like. You know what I mean, right? It's not.
For its like category or whatever.
87 times. 87 for what it is.
Yeah, kind of like.
Just because I like all the characters in it so much.
Yeah, I like the characters too.
Like Dandridge is straight, way
Dandridge
too cool.
Is the man, yeah. It's kind of like cool in the sense like the Fonz, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, but his coolness I think holds up more than like the Fonz.
It's just different, you know. It's like different, but
because his cool was like, dude, he was just there, you know.
Yeah, so like he was good. He was good in this. Did they ever do like a sequel to this?
I don't think so.
No, that's kind of cool just on its own, anyways. But you know, 80s was like the start of the sequels.
Yeah.
So 87.
Yeah, Dandridge I liked. Evil Ed I liked. Peter Vincent.
Yeah, Peter Vincent was cool too. The one I probably liked the least was like Amy. Maybe because she just reminds me too much of Married with Children. And, you know, she's kind of like the annoying next door neighbor in there. But she was alright though. She was cool. But I'm just saying the other ones, if I had to rank them, she'd be at the bottom.
Yeah.
Or maybe the mom.
Well, yeah, because
maybe the mom at the bottom, but
because she's like hardly in it.
Yeah, but with those three, with Peter, with Charlie, and with Jerry, just like those guys they're solid right there.
Yeah.
Because Charlie still has like that curious / naive / adventures, like I'm gonna go and kill him and kind of thing about him. I haven't really seen that dude in any other movies though.
I don't think so.
Like, not that I know of.
I saw Evil Ed. He's in 1-800 Evil or something like that.
Did he get like a spin-off or something?
No, it was like, I think it was like 1-800 or 1888 Evil.
Mind you, Fright Night, I just saw this as a 91 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah?
Yeah. 7.1 IMDb and 3 out of 4 Roger Ebert. But 91 Rotten Tomatoes. Let me see. Okay, Evil Ed is Stephen Jeffries. 976 Evil?
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. 1988. And I don't know any of these other movies.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, snap. Evil Ed. But yeah.
Oh, there's a Fright Night Part 2. 1988 has the same dude. With Charlie Brewster, Peter Vincent. Oh man, I didn't know this.
Is it terrible? Its scores kind of...
Scores 25% Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, alright.
5.9 IMDb.
So it kind of fell off?
It kind of fell off. But I mean, they have the same two main characters. I was just looking.
I think it's just because like you have to have Dandridge in it.
Yeah, they didn't have Dandridge in it.
I mean, because you kill him, right?
Yeah, he dies off.
And then did they have Stephen Jeffries, Evil Ed.
I didn't see him on there. No.
So it's like, dude, what are you doing? You can't have two of like the. You know, like Evil Ed was supposed to be in the second one.
I only just see those two, the same one. There's the homie Shao Kahn in there. And Brian Thompson.
Yeah,
Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat.
So like I would recommend, like, if, especially like if you weren't able or weren't born to watch these movies in the theaters, right? Because this was 84, 85. So yeah, I wasn't born yet. You were obviously weren't born yet. So there was like no possible way to watch this in theaters.
Right.
Same with like I want to watch this thing in theaters.
I kind of want to watch. Yeah, I want to start watching these in theaters. I remember the first time I saw The Exorcist. Though, well, I was with you, right?
Yeah.
Because we saw that in theaters. They had brought it back.
Yeah. I mean, I saw it like on VHS before.
Oh yeah, but I remember we went. I think with your dad or something. We were kind of young too. And we went to go watch The Exorcist.
Yeah.
And that was in theaters. They brought it back for something.
Because that was maybe.
I'm surprised I watched that because I was like scared of scary movies back then.
Yeah, because you walked out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right?
I think so. Back then, no, I didn't even walk out. I just didn't even want to watch. I didn't even go watch it.
No, I think you were there for a little bit.
Nah, I didn't even go in. I don't think. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go watch the rundown.
No, because me and Jim were sitting down. I don't know if,
or maybe
I don't know if it was like when the chick blasts her head off.
Oh, maybe.
And then you were
right.
like, you know what? Hey, dude, I really want to go watch The Rock.
I was like, bro, Rock's my favorite wrestler at the time. This was like his first movie, I think, first big movie. I was like, yeah, this movie sucks. I'm gonna go watch the rundown. No, I think you are right. Maybe I.
Yeah, I think she blew off her head, and you're like, you know, you know what? I kind of just want to watch The Rock, dude.
Mind you, I just saw that movie again today. I was watching it right now. I posted it on the page. It's a good movie. Solid.
I watched so I'm doing like my 31 days of Halloween.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Mind you, this is the part where we kind of just...
Yeah, we talked about...
Yeah. So overall, Fright Night,
watching the theaters if you can.
Check it out. So
pretty much watch all the classic movies in theaters if you can.
Whatever you can. You gotta look... Or like, even if you have to drive a little bit. But...
Because I'm actually down to drive.
I wanted to get your thoughts on... Because you've been doing the 31 days of Halloween on Houses of October... The Houses that October...
All right.
Because I saw that in theaters when it first came out.
All right.
Mind you,
dope concept.
Dope concept.
The ending.
Oh, I hated
the ending.
That's what I was gonna tell you. Yeah, I was like on board. It was and then it, it wasn't like I was on board with it, and then it started kind of like what's gonna happen here, and then especially like when the ending, you're kind of like
they just get.
Wait, what?
Spoiler alert! They just get buried alive.
Yeah,
I guess. And they die.
Because they don't even show like. It literally just like movie's over.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what? Is there another scene coming up, or like, are we gonna find out if they die or they? I guess they died. Yeah, they died.
So I was trying to think, like, why do I hate these endings so much? Because have you seen The Ring recently?
Not recently.
Okay, I watched The Ring today.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't like the ending in that one either. And I was trying to think.
That one. Okay, that's when she goes in the well, or is that The Ring 2?
No, that she goes in the well.
She's in the well, right? She kind of saves, or no, wait, she's with what's her name? Samara, the evil girl.
Yeah.
Doesn't she kind of like? It's kind of like a. Kind of saves her, or like there's kind of like this light, but then it's kind of like just kidding, she's still evil, or am I tripping?
Well, she kind of like saves her and like not saves her, but like,
and like this. How would you explain it? Kind of.
She like I guess understands like how she died or something like that.
It's not like she actually like saves her and brings her like
back to life, but
as a normal human being. Nah, but she kind of. It's like this lightning moment, like a.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those movies where
you see the light.
like where the haunted person is haunting somebody just to show them like how they were murdered.
Yeah.
Right. But so she was murdered, I guess.
So she kind of gets her
Naomi
story.
Watts
Right?
kind of understands like, oh, they straight threw you in the well and you're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And then she comes back and she's still evil and she's still killing people.
Yeah, because she doesn't
Stop.
She doesn't stop it, like, as far as that.
Because Naomi Watts is trying to save her
Her own kid.
her own kid and I guess the kid's father.
Okay, I don't remember.
Because
I don't even remember.
they
the
were
kid's
those
father.
two were like, I guess they watched. She showed him the tape to try to solve it or something.
It wasn't that. That's not the dad, right? That guy with the long hair.
Then that was the dad.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
The fool ends up getting all murked.
Yeah.
Okay. The crazy face and shit.
Yeah, and then she was like, "Oh, why are you still doing this or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, what did I do that you didn't kill me, but you're killing him, and now you're gonna try to kill my son?"
What's her deal? Doesn't she want she wants a mom figure or mom, or is that, am I getting that confused with?
No, you're getting that 100%.
With the
No,
the Grudge or
because hold on,
something,
because the ending,
uh-huh. Yeah, run this ending back.
Naomi Watts is making her son, like I guess making a copy of the tape,
Mm-hmm.
and then the son's like, "What happens with the person that's gonna watch this?"
Mm-hmm.
And then it just shows her like looking, and then it ends.
So she made a copy. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think I do remember that. Well, I haven't seen this since like junior high though.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't seen this in a long time. But you know what? That was at its time when it came out. It was
No, I like the whole movie,
Yeah.
but the problem is,
Because
what
the
I
chick
think
was pretty scary. She was like scary looking.
yeah, what I think I was trying to like figure out what makes me hate these endings.
Mind you, they ripped the whole thing from Ringu or whatever.
Yeah. What I think I hate about these endings is when they try to get like too artsy,
Mm-hmm.
like just at the end. Like that's how I felt with Houses of October built or whatever. I felt like at the end they tried to get a little too like artsy.
We're gonna do like this different.
Yeah, like this whole
different angle.
we're just gonna have them buried alive, man, and they're just gonna end it. And then
Like I didn't mind them dying. Like I was like, I'm okay with them dying. But I just didn't think like they pulled it off that well because it was just so like snap of your finger. It's
yeah,
over.
like if you want to do artsy, I just want you to do artsy through the whole movie. Like David Lynch, like if you watch Eraserhead, that movie is weird through that whole movie.
Yeah.
There's no like sudden like, dude, why are you trying to throw some weird stuff in it right now?
Yeah, so
Like just
I get it. They're like,
just
oh,
explain it.
we're just gonna do this. We're gonna do it different. Like you know, we're gonna go for this different ending here. But
yeah,
just
but
that
the
it
whole
didn't
movie
really-
they're explaining everything that's happening,
Yeah.
and then at the end you're trying to leave it all ambiguous.
Yeah, but like you said though, the movie itself wasn't too bad. Like
Yeah, I like the concept of like,
these haunted houses.
and you know what I liked? I like how it was all white people.
Oh yeah, aren't they like in these states with? They're like, where are they at again? They go to.
Go to
they're definitely not over here though.
Louisiana,
Yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Texas and all that.
Yeah. So
But they're like trying to find
these
extreme haunts.
And boy, do they find an
Yeah.
extreme haunt.
Yeah. But
my
I'm
kid-
just saying like.
There's a second one coming out too, by the way.
I think it already came out.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it did. I don't know if I want to watch that though. The first one was.
But I'm just saying like, who does like I know what I don't like. Like how they're trying to go way too overboard with these haunts.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, you know, like that, what is it, McKay?
McKimmy Manor. That
Yeah.
shit's stupid. Yeah.
Like I know, like I don't want to get spit on. Like I know my limit,
Yeah.
right? And then they were just trying to be like, dude, I just want the most extreme.
Right.
And it's like, dude, do you want people to spit on you?
Like well, yeah.
Like you have to know, like there's something that you don't want to happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that chick obviously didn't want to get raped.
There's a chick that gets raped in there?
No, but but there's like kind of like a suggest, like when she was in the bathroom and they brought the camera. They're like, oh, we're gonna make a movie.
Fuck, I don't remember that.
And then that's when like,
there's a scene though. Okay, go ahead.
and then all the guys were like, oh, we're never gonna leave her alone again.
I remember there was a scene, if I remember this, that was pretty dope. Like they have this RV pretty much, right? They're going around in this RV or whatever, and then they turn on the headlights and all those people
the
are
clowns?
out there. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Like if that was me, I would have just taken off.
Bro, I'm going home, bro. I'm over the haunts.
Yeah.
But they get followed pretty much, right? Well,
Yeah.
kind of, I don't know.
I mean, that one.
What about that
porcelain chick?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Porcelain
What are your
face?
thoughts on that? The chick who starts screaming.
Yeah.
I remember the trailer is actually pretty dope because we watched the trailer, me and a couple friends or whatever, and we were like, oh, dude, this shit looks dope. But it was a limited like release, and we had to drive all the way to Burbank to go watch it. So we kind of made a trip out of it. Like we stopped in Pasadena. Or did we go to Pasadena or Burbank? No, I think it was Burbank. Or Pasadena. I forgot which one. But I know we went to Roscoe's. Like, that was probably like one of the first times we went over there. So like, oh, we're going to go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. Kind of make this into like a little trip. And then we're going to go. We had to drive all the way out there just for this movie. And at the end, we were kind of like, damn, man, what kind of ending was that? I remember thinking that. Like, what? At least you remember it, though. It's for sure. That's like the thing that sticks out as the ending.
But I don't. But
it's not necessarily a good thing.
Like, do you want to be remembered as in?
Yeah.
Like high tension. I'm always gonna remember that ending.
That ending.
Just because I hated it so. I hated it so much.
Bro, I'm down. I like high tension though. I know the ending. I don't. I just fucking rode with it.
See, that was the like if. Like, you have to be consistent through the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's also what I didn't like about The Ring. Because I figured, right? So the ending, I'm guessing what it was supposed to be. I think, because they said, like, she just wanted to be listened to or something like that.
Kind of like, that's what I kind of got out of it.
So the
from
reason
what
why,
I remember.
So the reason why Naomi Watts didn't get killed was because she made copies of the tape, and she showed it to people.
So what is that?
So she was having her son make copies to give it to people to watch, and that's why he was like, "What's gonna happen to the people that watch the movie?"
Okay, so if you make the copies, you're cool, but the people that watch it die, or what?
Well, they're gonna have to make. Right, it's kind of like It Follows. They're gonna have to make copies and give it to other people,
just to tell her story. Or
yeah.
What? I see. I think I see what you're saying.
But the whole movie, Naomi Watts is like super, like kind of like caring.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want her baby daddy, new girlfriend, to watch the tape because she didn't want her to get like, I guess, infected. You know. And then at the end, she's like, okay, we're just gonna just make copies and just give it to everybody and whatever. See what happens, you know?
Yeah. I guess I haven't seen that one in so long. I just remember back then, though, I just thought it was dope because the way the chick looked. I didn't really care about the story. I was just like, this chick is fucking scary looking. That was kind of like that beginning of that whole movement of like the chick with the long hair walking like
crazy.
unorthodox. Yeah, so that was that era, which is like, I don't know, early 2000s stuff.
Yeah, I think I was still in like high school, right?
When The Ring came out?
Yeah, I think I was in
Were you?
Yeah.
What was that? 2002, right?
Sophomore year.
It was 2002. I was still in fucking like elementary school, I think. Or did I just start like junior high? I don't know. Somewhere around there. I was in elementary school.
Probably like just getting out.
I was 11, I think.
Yeah, so 6th grade.
6th grade, turning 12. Going 11, and then 12, and you turn 12 during that year.
Yeah, because sophomore year. for me because I was in the homies class.
All right.
The teacher that killed himself.
I didn't hear about that.
No.
No. Anyways, we're gonna go down a fucking tangent.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say his name because docs or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's go over. I want to go over my 31 days real quick.
All right.
Real quick. So October 1st, I did Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
This is in case anybody who's listening wants to jump in.
Yeah.
You know.
So I did Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
1974 one, right?
Yeah.
The original.
That was day 1. Day 2, I did Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2,
Yeah.
which is straight crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely way crazier than the first one. The
Mhm.
first one I watched and I was like, dude, this is kind of normal.
Yeah.
Like, it's not normal, but as in like the family wasn't like way out there.
Yeah.
In
There's kinda-
in
I
2,
mean-
they were like comically
Just
straight out there.
I haven't seen the second one. I've seen the original one, but.
Yeah, and then so I
Oh.
just watched The Houses October Built.
So tonight,
Tonight is
Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors. Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Man, I don't really like the sequels too much.
Well, because last year, so my thing is, I try to do a whole
New list. From
new
last year.
list. Like I can't use the same movies I did for
Right.
last year.
And last year, did you do Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 2?
1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm doing 3
Three.
and 4
Alright,
this year.
alright.
And then I'm gonna do The Thing 1982, and then The Thing 2011.
I haven't seen 2011.
I want to like have like one day, and then I want to compare them. And then Terror Train,
Terror Train's good. I like that.
because
One.
you told me about this one, right?
Yeah, that's a solid one. I don't think a whole lot of people watched it, but it's dope.
Yeah. And then October 9th, I'm gonna do Scream.
Scream's solid. Maybe we could try to talk to the homie, see if he wants to
Yeah.
collab on that.
Like this year, I'm trying to sprinkle in some like the newer kind of things.
Okay.
Because last year it was all like 80s horror
Uh-huh.
movies. And then October 10th, I'm going to do Sleepaway Camp.
Uh-huh.
And then October 11th, I'm Sleepaway Camp 2.
Have you ever seen that one?
No.
Do you have that? Is your set just the first one? Is your set?
No,
like
it's
sequels.
first, second, and I think third.
But you're not gonna rip into
No.
it, right? Alright. Uh-huh.
And
Puppet
then
Master 4, is that the one that you're?
that's the one I'm hoping that the one I was watching.
Yeah.
And then October 13th,
Part-
obviously, dude,
Part 2.
part 2. Because I did the first one last year.
I should do my favorite one's always part 4 from the Friday 13th, the final chapter.
Yeah, 4 we'll do in a couple years.
Alright.
October 14th,
Which Evil Dead is that one?
Evil Dead, the original.
Okay.
Because I think the remake is The Evil Dead, while the original is Evil Dead.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Look
thought
it
they were
up, bro.
both. I thought they were just both Evil Dead.
Nah.
Let me see.
It's like Evil Dead, and the other one was like The Evil Dead.
This one says the original is the Evil Dead, but I could have sworn the original is for sure Evil Dead, right?
Oh, then check. Then maybe.
Oh, then I think.
Yeah. So
I think you had it reversed then.
Yeah.
Right? So Evil Dead is
is
2013.
is a
Remake.
remake
And the Evil Dead is.
the original.
Okay. Huh.
So they just dropped and then
Let me see. Is it on the poster art and stuff? So this is the. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Evil Dead, the Evil Dead. Huh. I didn't know that. Quick.
fun facts.
Fun trivia, yeah.
And then October 15th, I'm gonna do Pumpkinhead.
Mhm.
Then the 16th is Cabin in the Woods. 17th, Suspiria. You haven't seen that movie, huh?
No.
That's another
That's
like
another one that
artsy.
I gotta watch just because everybody's said good things, I guess, about it. Not necessarily good things, but it's just I see it pop up a lot. But I'm already kind of knowing that it's kind of weird.
It's super artsy. And then the 18th, Let the Right One In, which is
You're gonna watch the original
the
version?
Swedish version.
Mm.
And then October
Witch.
19th, The Witch. I've never seen it.
What I heard about The Witch is that it's kind. I guess it's kind of artsy in a way too.
Yeah, I've heard some people like it, and then some people don't like it.
Some people said it was horrible, and some people, I guess, liked it.
We'll see what happens.
But I think you got to have a certain mindset for that.
Yeah,
one.
I'm just gonna go in, just
take it.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's artsy through the whole movie, then
I think it is.
I'll
because it's the same dude who did Black Swan and shit, right? The dude who just did Mother. I think did The Witch. Unless
you're tripping.
I'm fucking tripping, but I could have sworn.
I mean, I just want you to be consistent through the movie, you know.
Yeah.
So if it's artsy through the whole movie, I'll enjoy it.
Darren Aronofsky.
Yeah, Black Swan.
And I did Black Swan. Am I tripping? Let's see.
Mother.
Let's see, The Witch. Who did this?
Then
Oh no, I guess I'm just fucking tripping balls.
Then October 20th, The Babadook. He's seen.
I see parts of it. I never saw the whole thing.
And then 21st, It Follows.
I like that one.
This is where we're trying to get into some recent.
Yeah, Babadook, It Follows. Yeah.
And then 22nd, The Neon Demon. Never seen it. Don't know what it's about. So we'll see what happens. 23rd, Edward Scissorhands.
So right here, you
this is where I'm trying to. I'm switching off into family.
Yeah, you're just having some fun here.
Yeah.
And these are good Halloween movies, like Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, even though it's kind of Christmas.
Kind of Christmas. Yeah. We'll do Halloween Town.
24th is the Halloween Town. I mean, I know it's a show. It was a show.
It was a show too. I think a Disney Channel or something.
It was like a Disney Channel movie, right?
I think so. Or a Disney movie or whatever. Show, movie, I don't know which one. But yeah.
And then we're going to do Witches.
I've never seen that.
No? It's another like family movie. But it's kind of actually Witches should probably be on the 24th. Because it's actually kind of scary. Not scary, but like it kind of has like, it's kind of creepy compared to like Halloween Town, you know?
Yeah.
Then we're gonna do The Addams Family. And then for the 26th, 27th, we're gonna do Goosebumps, The Haunted Mask.
Which was that? Is that the one with Jack Black, the recent one that came out?
No.
Or was that?
No, this was like a.
This is like Goosebumps from the series.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The one with the mask, the green mask.
I don't think I remember that one.
Then 28th, Sleepy Hollow.
I like that one.
And then we're gonna go. Now this is 29th, 30, and then 31 is we're trying to go. Like into like actual Halloween.
Like Halloween as fuck.
Yeah. So we're gonna do Hell Night. I've never seen it. Don't know what it is. I'm hoping it's Halloween. You know. And then the 30th, All Hallows Eve.
Never seen that.
Same. And then on Halloween.
Tales of Halloween. I've seen like wait, do you know anything about that? Tales of Halloween?
No. But I'm just hoping it's kind of like Trick or Treat where it's Halloween.
Well, it's for sure Halloween. I mean, it's
yeah.
I've seen okay, I don't want to.
Yeah, don't spoil. But is it like a Halloween movie?
Yeah, it's definitely Halloween.
Like watch it on Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Because Trick or Treat is like you watch. Like,
yeah, I saw like half of it.
Watch it on Halloween.
Yeah, Trick or Treat. And mind you, you're probably gonna throw those in there too, but it's just not necessarily on your list.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna watch pretty much all like Halloween, Halloween 2.
Yeah, you gotta watch those.
Season of Witch for sure.
Yeah. I
gotta watch it, but it's just not. I'm not. It's not on the like I have to watch.
Yeah. This is kind of like an assignment, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Well, yeah, dude. I mean, I'm gonna try to like. I just like to try to watch one if I can a day. Like I can't. I'm not necessarily gonna like make a list where I'm gonna go out and search. But you know how during this month they have like a lot of good shit on TV?
Yeah.
I'll do that and like dig into some of the DVDs and stuff. Like today I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and last night we watched Fright Night, and
yeah. The 2013
the 2013. No, wait, the 2003.
2003.
Yeah.
There's a 2013.
What, Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah.
I don't know, because they started making a lot of them. There's a lot of shit ones. I think there's one with, like, Trey Songz, and Texas Chainsaw 3D was balls.
Didn't
I didn't like any of those. The only one I like is 2003 version. Then there was the beginning, and then there's a new one that just came out. I haven't seen yet, called Leatherface.
Yeah.
That one just came out. Or I don't. Well, at least I've seen people post about it. I don't know if it's officially out.
Yeah, I think I've seen like just a post.
Some people. I saw somebody already saying like, "Oh, I like it so far," and I was like, "Oh shit, it's already out." Or did you like get the jump or something?
Yeah.
You know. But I think it's just like some weird like digital release or something. It's not like.
Oh, dude, I heard
Chucky.
Cult
of Chucky was balls or what?
Yeah, I'm hearing it's really bad.
Well, it probably is. Like, it's not like high expectations for Chucky, you know.
Well, I mean, the thing is, they're trying to hype it up, saying, "Oh, we're going back to the scariness."
But if you look at it, I didn't really, because they're like in an insane asylum. And kind of weird picturing Chucky in there, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I heard it was terrible.
Not doing so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I might watch it like.
Yeah, Chucky was never like or Child's Play was. It was more dope because Chucky was like vulgar and he talked shit and it was like a doll like slash like I don't know, but I don't think they should have tried to do another one. Like
yeah,
I don't see that pitch going so well, you know. With him, like, cause he's
yeah, I mean that's
going around cussing,
straight to DVD.
Yeah, but
not even straight to DVD anymore, huh? Straight to Blu-ray.
I think so. Yeah.
Because they don't make DVDs really, huh?
I mean, you could buy them and stuff, but usually they go straight to like Amazon or Hulu or what's the other one? Vudu, I think is the one.
Yeah, Vudu.
You like rent them and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all like digital stream now. But yeah, dude. So fourth day of October.
Yeah.
Seeing these decorations up. It's a good time.
Seeing the pumpkin patches,
all these haunts, and just the weather, everything is just tying in.
Yeah, it's feeling good. Yeah, so I'm not sure, like...
For your next pick or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know if we should do... If we're just going to do... Like, how we should do it.
Yeah.
Because we might go watch, like, another... What's coming out
Yeah.
in theaters, what's coming out.
Well, on Monday, like for the one right here, is that double feature with Dead Zone and Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
Which we already did Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
And then the next day is Monster Squad, which I've never seen.
I've never seen it either.
Which I think is kind of like one of those like
fun
ones, yeah. So maybe, I mean, if you'd want to do one of those.
Yeah, and also like there's gonna have a bunch of things at ArcLight.
Yeah, so we'll kind of just play it by ear, I guess, right?
Yeah, probably next episode come in like another theater release or something.
Yeah, this Monster Squad 1987. But you haven't seen this? I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never.
But it looks like one of those.
Yeah, I might actually.
Might actually be down. Huh?
Yeah,
like one of these teen movies, like right up our alley or whatever. Especially, this is shit you like more than I do. But it looks cool.
Yeah.
Everybody's probably like, "Oh, you guys haven't seen Monster Squad?"
I know. But yeah, so come. I guess.
Yeah.
Not live, dude, but come at you
next week or something.
Next week with another maybe theater release.
All right, for sure. Late.
Late. Late. Late. Late. Late. Late.